Hello and welcome to another Football League Adventures podcast. So this week is League One. You didn't have your League One last week because,
Somebody wasn't very well.
but yeah, I wasn't very well. I went to record it and I said so much stuff wrong. I wasn't happy with it. So I deleted it basically and went to bed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to do it when you're ill.
Yeah, I hate sleep. I hate going to go to bed and sleep. Even during the day, I can't do it. So yes, we're now going to bring you your League One action over the weekend. Game of the day, where I was at the weekend because I was League One football this week.
You were indeed.
And yeah, game of the weekend, team performance of the weekend. So yeah, we're going to go from there. And again, I'll let you start.
I thought you were going to start where you were at the weekend.
Now I'll bring into that.
My game of the weekend was Mansfield Burton, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
3-3 draw, 97th minute penalty. For equaliser. What do you want in a game?
Very true. Yeah,
you've got goalkeeping errors, defending errors, 90th minute penalty. Burton were 2 down, I think, brought it back to 2-2, went 3-2 up, and still managed to not win. So happy days.
It's what we like to see.
Everything you want in a lower league game.
Yeah.
When you go, if you're going to watch it live in the stadium, that's what you want.
Yeah. So it's your game, and is it team performance?
No, my team performance, I'm actually going to say would be Crawley. 3 from 3. Definitely did not see that coming. One of only, I think, 3 or 4 teams now that got maximum points at the start of the season.
Relegation.
If they don't keep Scott Lindsay, then the prediction will still come true.
Okay, I still think they'll be all right. I think,
but they are definitely, they're proving a lot of people wrong because they're most. So before the start of the season, I had a look around most sites, some betting sites, and other people's predictions on kind of where they thought teams were going to finish this season. Nobody had Crawley to finish outside the top 4. Literally no one anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched Crawley this season. I watched their opening game, and that team looks like they are a team that have been playing together 2-3 years.
Yeah, considering they've turned over pretty much 95% of the team from last season, they've definitely hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And the big question marks kind of alluded to a minute ago is what happens to Scott Lindsay?
It's going to be hard for him to turn down, Preston, if they come in for him. He is a good manager. I hope he stays with Crawley because he's building something there. Yeah. And again, it's a manager with no pressure.
Oh yeah, there's no expectation on Crawley this season.
Why?
Is there?
I get it. It's a step up, but why leave a club when you've got no pressure on you?
There's always pressure in management, isn't there?
But
what the board expectation is.
Yeah, but at the moment this season, he's got no pressure on him to go for promotion.
Yeah, it's fair, I guess.
So why would you want to then go and put yourself in a club like Preston if he takes it that it's not the club?
No, I mean to sack 2 managers in literally the space of about 10 days of each other, maybe 7 days to be fair. It's I think that's some form of record in English football. And they're an absolute mess. So why would you leave something stable-ish? Because I still don't think Crawley are probably that stable. You look at the chairman left and then come back again in the space of about 6 weeks. But he's definitely building a foundation. It's I think a lot of what was brought in were his players that he wanted, people he wanted to work with. The lonely signing of the goalkeeper is I think is going to stand him in really good stead. If he goes, Crawley will go down because a new manager is not going to necessarily want to work with those players, and a lot of players that have come in because of Scott Lindsay. How are they going to feel if he's suddenly not there?
Yeah, I agree with that. So my team, no, my game of the weekend is Charlton, Leyton Orient because I was there.
I was going to say, there's a slight bit of bias there. I mean, how squeaky was the streak at one point?
It was it was squeaky bum time. It was
beyond
it's going to end on 62 games. And then Charlton went and got a 92nd minute winner in 6 minutes, 8 minutes of injury time.
Scrappy winner as well, right?
Yeah. But I've got to give it to Charlton. They dug deep and they were all over Orient second half. And then Luke Berry smashed in the winner. So my player performance is Luke Berry, just because, for one, there's 3 reasons.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this. So number 1,
he got the winner for Charlton.
Right.
Saved my streak.
Right. So that's number 2.
And his goal basically helped me on my way to winning £185.
Oh yeah, the accumulator that you forgot about.
That I forgot about till I got home and on the phone to my brother and went, "Oh, my bet!" And I won £185.
Who forgets they have an accumulator? Seriously.
Yeah, I do. I go back check. I did one once. I won £100. I forgot it was there.
Only you. Only you.
Yeah. But I will say, which I noticed, and it was very disappointing, and I pointed it out in video, was the amount of empty seats in that stadium.
I raised this on our kind of season preview for all 3 divisions, that the TV money is great and it will help brand exposure. And I think, for English football, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
You look at the brand exposure that Wrexham have got from their documentary, you look at what Burnley have got from the documentary they've done, even Salford in the league below. But is that trade-off enough to warrant what's not coming through the turnstiles? And then the money that's purchased at the ground, the programmes, food, drinks,
Well, do you know, I've got to say, programmes at Charlton £6.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's cash still as well.
I mean, a lot of the lower league teams will always be cash because there's a cost element to implementing cards.
But £6 for a programme, that is a lot. That's more than Premier League.
Yeah, most Premier League programmes are about £4.
Yeah. So, and they were tiny. They weren't like a Premier League size programme for that amount of money. But it was disappointing to see so many empty seats. I was North stand. Yeah, I was the family stand, and I was 4 rows from the front. I always go close for some reason.
Yeah, we live in England. It rains a lot. I don't know why you sit at the front not under any cover. I mean, come on.
It was nice, and I was undercover. That's why. But just looking at their main stand where the dugouts were, you got the stands like that, and then just in that corner, hundreds and hundreds of empty seats. And I look to the right, there's empty seats, and behind there's empty seats, and it's just like, and you can tell it's because of the TV, because the fans behind the goal.
Weren't some of them chanting something about the TV?
So they were chanting, "If you sit at home watching your mugs, and Sky Sports, you can shove it up your ass."
Yeah.
So it shows that the fans don't want.
But I think it's the fans in the stadium have recognised.
Yeah.
Because beforehand, I don't know Charlton's attendance, but the ground's got 30,000.
Yeah.
Ish.
30,000 seater.
Probably selling out 22, 23 maybe.
I don't know
in League One.
I don't know what the attendance was Saturday. I didn't hear, unless you can find out. It should have it on there, shouldn't it?
It might do. It doesn't always.
Stats. No.
Oh, actually, look it up.
Google. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Lovely. Got the pitch. Pitch was just magnificent. When
pitches are great.
Yeah. But what was the attendance?
15,126.
There you go. Half field.
Hang on, I'm going to look up their attendance for last season, just to see if that's. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Charlton's average attendance last season. Doesn't help, does it?
No. But yeah, so my game of the day was Charlton player Luke Berry, and I'd have to say my
Can't find that.
team of the weekend, Peterborough.
People are an absolute fudge. Fair, my player of the weekend was, I think his name's pronounced Odo. He had a hand in he got credited one assist, but everything that Peterborough did came through him.
Yeah.
He was an absolute menace from start to finish. As I say, every goal that they scored, he had an involvement in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Absolute menace. And they are going to. They have set the early pace. They have set down an absolute marker because the teams that we fancied to go up, they're not doing very well at all. Rotherham have started out so slowly.
Yeah.
0-0 at the.
So Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham is struggling.
Huddersfield
struggling.
Huddersfield has started better.
Bolton are struggling.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of those kind of fancy teams are really struggling. And in fact, when you look at the top end of the league, there's only one team in the top four that was in the division last season.
Yeah.
And everything else is the promoted or the relegated teams, you know.
Yeah. So it's
I think that, you know, certainly from Birmingham's point of view, they're finding it difficult.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So I've had mine. So what was your game of the weekend?
I mentioned mine. Burton Mansfield.
Oh, Burton Mansfield, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
And you had your player. So
just looking at some of the other results, so that, you know, don't understand how you've got Stockport beating.
Stockport coming up.
Yeah, they don't look like they've been in the division all the time. They, you know, settled into life really well, beating Blackpool 3-0, as you say. Huddersfield starting well, 2-1 against Stevenage, and to be fair, they bossed that game. Absolutely bossed that game. I think at one point they had over 70% possession.
Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely. Just bossed out Barnsley, Lincoln, 2-1 Barnsley.
Yeah.
There wasn't kind of much to write home about. And then Reading started well.
Good start.
Takeover is due. So hopefully that changes the atmosphere and they can get the fans on side, because there are still fans in that area voting with their feet, not attending games. I think it's one of the lowest attended games all weekend. Reading, certainly in terms of League One, until that sale goes through, they'll carry on doing so.
Wow.
Just hopefully they can get them on side, because, you know,
they don't deserve to be in League One.
No, they don't. They're a big club. They're a championship team in the absolute minimum, and I'm hoping that, you know, the new owners, as I say, can get the town, can get the fans on side, and, you know, really start driving some improvements on the pitch, really.
Yeah, exactly. They deserve to be championship.
Yeah.
Same as Wigan, really.
Yeah, Wigan's an odd.
Wigan, basically, if you're a small club, don't win the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Pompey won it, went down.
It's a bit. Millwall.
Wigan won it, went down. Wigan in a final. Millwall in a final, struggling.
Yeah. Well, Wigan won it the year they went down, didn't they?
Yeah, beat Man City.
Yeah, 90-some minute winner from
2017,
18, yeah. It might even be earlier than that. 15.
No, it was earlier than that.
Yeah, 14, 15. Tested mine.
Martinez was in charge.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So tested my historical knowledge.
2008.
No, it was later than that.
No, Pompey was 2008.
Pompey was 2008.
And then went down.
Because that was the Harry Redknapp era.
Yeah. But so again, it was another entertaining weekend in League One.
Just looking ahead at some fixtures. Burton Stevenage. It's a bit of a dark.
Yeah, Burton coming out top of that.
Peterborough Exeter.
Peterborough.
Huddersfield Shrewsbury.
Huddersfield.
Orient Birmingham.
That'd be a good game. I didn't think of that. I was going to go to League One. I didn't realise that they were at home.
I'll tell you another one that stands out to me is Wrexham Reading.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Because Wrexham haven't had it all their own way.
No, drew yesterday.
Yeah.
Drew 0-0.
They haven't really had it all their own way really. And Reading are fancying. I think
Yeah.
Wrexham were expecting to come in and just kind of run it over and had it all their own way.
You got teams that you wouldn't think are up there, but they are.
Crawley, Wigan.
I see Crawley. Mate, just 1-0, but I see Crawley winning that.
And I think my potential game of the weekend in League One is Charlton Bolton.
Yeah.
Bolton feel like Bolton are looking for a reaction in this one. And Charlton having won with a disgustingly late goal on Saturday, I feel like that.
I tell you what,
there'll be fireworks in that one.
I was sitting there and just dread was coming over me. I was like, it's got to be a goal, surely. It's got to be a goal. And then out of nowhere, he just hit this shot, and it's one of those nice shots where it just literally glides along the floor.
Yeah.
And yeah, they won it, and I was happy that they won because, like I said, whatever club I go to, if I'm in the home end, I cheer the home team, and obviously for the fans as well. For them, they got the win and their team won, but my streak stayed intact.
So yeah, I feel like that's going to be my game of the weekend between that and Orient Birmingham.
I'm gonna go my game of the weekend. I'm gonna go Wigan Crawley. I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Couple of choices there.
Yeah, but that is your League One review for this week. We'll be back next week, going over the weekend's results, same as today. But as always, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
And always remember, please like, subscribe, and share.